And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Welcome to 2K Sports live Saturday night coverage of the NBA. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Kevin Harlan here at the table with me, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And over on the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Zach LaVine.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Paul George is out there with Okongwu. Then there's Klingon. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's LaVine in at the 2. And for the Pacers, Draymond Green is out there with Porter. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Powell in at the shooting guard. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this, Greg, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. 2 of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. The shot by George, wide open. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And George hits him with the clap-back 3.
Porter against George. Back to Porter. Outside for SGA. Clock at 6. Pass to Jokic. And Klingon pulls it down. Outside LaVine. Porter against George. LaVine deciding where to go with it. Outside for George. Jokic with the steal. And here's Porter, defended by George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the athleticism and size of Porter creates problems for the defense. Hard to guard without getting physical.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And Greg, while they need more star talent, the Bulls have had only 1 top 5 pick in the last 17 seasons.
Yeah, it's like being on the treadmill of mediocrity, right? When that's the case, you've got to outperform your draft position. They've had some good picks in that time, but really no all-stars.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And you can tell Porter Jr. wants to keep getting better. And that's one reason why this team is still so high on him.
And here's George for 3. The Pacers pull it in. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
It definitely made things easier for them. When the other team is just handing you the ball back, you got to make them pay for it.
Now Klingon. After the missed 3 from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Klingon with the jam.
A powerhouse slam. Klingon gave it everything on that one.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Out to Powell. There's Porter with the 3. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Count that bucket.
Just muscling through the contact. LaVine is a flat-out star.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Coming off a stellar performance against Washington. And the wide-open shot from Green. Sinks the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here's LaVine who brings it up for the Bulls. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And tonight, I expect them to play better offensively. Try to get some closer looks.
and not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
I love seeing George be so assertive down low. Certainly doesn't lack confidence. An accomplished score.
Bean passes to Okongwu. Green with the block. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Klingon defending. Outside, Green. Jokic against George. Shot clock at 5. Jokic, no good. For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Klingon with it, looking on Green.
This is the lockdown defense you expect from Green. So good at anticipating attacks.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
And he stays with it. 5 on the clock. George finds Klingon. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
Just doing the job on the backdoor.
Powell with it. Now defended by Levine. Green taking his time here. And a wide open look for Porter. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
Just sensational form and touch on display from Porter. When he gets any room to shoot from deep, he's looking to fire.
Hits the three-point bomb. George has got 8.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Pass to Jokic. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And Indiana making a change here. Porter's checked in. On defense, Chicago. Jokic with it. Now defended by Levine. Just 5 to shoot. There's Green with the 3. And Indiana, another 3.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Now, here's Okongwu. He has yet to score. Hart outside. Levine against Gilgeous-Alexander. Levine's shot is off.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
GA, I've heard coaches talk about slicing the NBA schedule into 10-game increments. Is that something that you recall when you played?
Well, keeping focused on portions of a long season can keep players focused, especially during road trips. Big goals are reached through small steps.
And he can't get the first one. And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll that would incur the tax, but right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks stunned everyone with the maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook.
And Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injuries.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
Now here's Levine. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's SGA. The lead is 2. Pass to Jokic. Fade away. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
Spacing things out a little. Smart of Jokic to take advantage from that mid-range.
Outside, George. And again, Chicago. No good. Indiana leading by 4. And the points coming for them now, Greg, in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
To the inside. Klingen's shot is off.
Great anticipation defensively. They were keyed in on him and ready to pounce.
It's Porter outside. Connects from three-point range. Porter's got 10 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Porter. Now, here's Hart. Still yet to score. Outside, George. Shot to stop the run, and the rebound goes to the Pacers. Jokic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Earlier, I spoke with Rick Carlisle. We talked about Paul George and what his game plan was for keeping him in check. He said it's never going to be easy with him, but I told our guys I want constant communication. Talk when screens are coming, switch when we need to. We need to be highly active guarding him. Let's see how effective they are against him tonight. Back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. Now, here's Caldwell Pope. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Jokic, no good.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
And here's George for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 11.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Oh, Jokic with attitude there. Love it.
And so here is Chicago, following the score by Indiana. Outside, George. Pass to Okongwu. Now Hart, guarded by Porter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's his first trip to the line. They throw good. Hart. Chris Middleton's checked in for Indiana. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new grouping. Achua, he's checked in for Donovan Klingen. Buzelis comes in for Okongwu. LeVert's checked in for Levine. And it's Malik Monk in for George. Now here's Middleton. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Buzelis, guarded by Green. Pass to LeVert. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. And stolen by Achua. Now LeVert. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Oh, a tricky shot for LeVert. Defense is all over him, but he draws a foul on that attempt.
Some changes for Indiana. Wade, he's checked in for Green. Porter comes in for Chris Middleton. And Porter subbed in for SGA. No good on the second free throw. Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
Bulls trail by 4. Inside, here's Achua. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Pacers.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
And that one falls for Achua. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Indiana. Chris Middleton comes in for Wade. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Pacers leading by 3. Lets it go from deep. Buzelis grabs the board. Pass to Monk. Here's Buzelis. Outside, George. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
The scoring instincts of PG are razor sharp. He just keeps on attacking.
For 3, Middleton. And it's Chicago with the rebound. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year. And then Buzelis with the dunk. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here's Porter. Hasn't made one yet. Caldwell Pope finds Porter. Porter with the screen for Porter. And just miss after miss right now.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Shannon passes to Monk. Pass to George. Over Porter. George, no good.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
To the paint. It's tipped. His first shot coming late, and it's blocked.
Making good use of his length, Buzelis able to track down the block that time.
Down low with 2 seconds left. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Chicago Bulls. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They are playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
So for Chicago right now, they've got Monk, Buzelis out there with Jackson. Then it's Zach LaVine, and it's Hart in at the point guard position. Buries it from three-point range.
Every time Monk steps up and knocks down a three, it just looks so effortless.
Pass to Nurkic. Outside Porter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Buzelis.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Pacers have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
Free throw good, Porter. And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch it.
Buzelis with the ball, guarded by Porter, but no one around him, and the Bulls another 3.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Now here's Porter, still scoreless. Middleton the pass to Porter. And it's denied. And he gets it back. Good.
Poised under pressure, Porter Jr. doesn't panic when the clock is against him.
Pass to Buzelis. Now LaVine. Latre gets it to go from beyond the arc. LaVine's got the lead up to 6 now for Chicago.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Outside Porter, a 3-ball. Porter can't get that one to fall.
In the first quarter, he was raining down threes. That's not the case here in the second.
Hart finds LaVine. Hart outside. Monk for 3. Pacers with the rebound. Porter's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Porter. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Middleton, guarded by Levine. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down to just 4 points with a bucket for Middleton.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
Monk for three. And the rebound by Nurkic. Pacers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Porter a screen on Levine. Middleton outside. Just 4 to shoot. Nice D from Levine. Chicago leading by 4. Outside Jackson. He tries for 3. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. Porter's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Caldwell Pope for 3. Chicago has gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Monk outside. Good on the three-point shot. Monk's got 9.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Zach LaVine is becoming a more rugged defender. He said, it takes a toll. I've always been in great shape, but you have to be strong, too. The mental side of it, digging deep and figuring out how to get it done and how much you want it. Now, I like taking on those challenges. Back to you.
You got it, making the commitment. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Some changes for Indiana. Jokic comes in for Yusuf Nurkic, and Norman Powell subbed in for Porter. Powell in the high post. Outside Porter. Powell sets a screen for Porter. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, you got to put a body on Jokic or he'll torch you on the offensive glass.
Donovan Clingan, he's checked in for Chicago. Paul George comes in for Monk. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Bulls leading by 5. Pass to Buzelis. Levine for 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. You know, RJ, when you think of the top scorers in the NBA, Zach LaVine can get overlooked.
Yeah, LaVine's career scoring average is over 20 points a game. We're talking about under 100 guys have done that in league history.
Now, here's Caldwell Pope. He has yet to score. And that one goes out of bounds. That's touched by Porter.
All right, a chance to look at some stats for Zach LaVine. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. And he's a flamethrower from distance. Top 10 in the league in three-point shooting.
And as you said, one of the NBA's most potent scorers. Always up to the challenge. His top 5 ranking has him right there with the elite. Outside, George. Hart outside. Powell against Levine. Fader on the way. To the wing on the left. Here's Buzelis. And a miss there on the triple. Pacers trail by 5. Jokic sets the screen for Middleton. Here's Powell. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Powell's got his first basket.
It really helps their team so much with Middleton's passing with effectiveness, and it helps him out as a scorer. He's that much harder to defend.
To the middle. Hart outside. And here's George for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. George has got 16.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Middleton can't get it to go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Levine kicks to George. Hart outside. Pass to George. 5 to shoot. Over Porter. And there's Paul George on the assist by Hart. And now it's an 8-point Bulls lead. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And some changes here for the Pacers. Wade, he's checked in for Michael Porter. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Chris Middleton. Here's Wade. And he comes up with the deuce.
Nice little draw up there from the inbounds play to get them an easy bucket.
Up top, Hart. Gilgeous-Alexander cover. A nice shot by Klingon.
Oh, good luck against Klingon in close. That's where he makes his money.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Caldwell Pope. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by George.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Klingon. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
After failing to get going in the first quarter, he's looked much better here in the second.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Chicago.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And they've also been effective from beyond the arc tonight. And if that continues, guys, it can really open up the rest of their offense.
And Indiana making a change here. Mann's checked in. Okongwu's checked in for the Bulls. Malik Monk comes in for Josh Hart.
And simply put, Donovan Klingon is a winner. 2 national titles in 2 college seasons. He can really affect a game at that size.
And Jokic throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Performed well thus far this season with a 78% clip.
Amir Coffey's checked in for Indiana. Free throw, good. Jokic.
And being such a good passer out of that 5 spot makes Jokic a triple-double machine.
Pass to Okongwu. Levine against Powell. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. Chris Middleton's checked in for Amir Coffey. Outside, George. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Levine. Shoots over Powell. And another miss by Chicago.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Klingen's shot is off. And it's Wade with the ball for the Indiana Pacers. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Wade. Jokic with it. Okongwu covering. Middleton against Monk. Powell for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Powell's got 5 points so far.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Outside, George. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. George has got 21 in the game. SGA feeling it out a bit. Pass to Jokic. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
They did a better job of getting it inside in that first. They've lost some of that physical edge here.
Green, he's checked in for Indiana. Michael Porter comes in for Chris Middleton.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Now, here is George. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. That'll put Paul George on the line. That one on Porter. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line, 79% overall.
Throw good, Paul George.
Well, there's one thing you could say about George. By and large, he plays with an even temperament. Never gets too high, never gets too low.
George against Porter. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
He's gone 3 for 4 from the line.
And on the season, he's just a shade under 80 from the line. I'll bet he'd like to get that up over that mark.
Free throw good, Porter. Here's Monk. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Outside, Levine. He's looking for Klingen and finds him. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs. Off with the layup.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
Pass to Okongwu. Now here's Levine. Fires the 3. Pacers with the rebound. Jokic has got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeded. Porter kicks to Jokic. Gilgeous-Alexander against Monk. It's Powell on the wing. Over George. Here's Jokic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Donovan Klingen.
And it's a challenge trying to guard Jokic from there. Adept at making you foul him on the way up.
He misses the free throw.
Well, here in the second quarter, he's starting to dial up his aggressiveness as far as working himself to the free throw line.
The Bulls leading by 4. Monk, the pass to Okongwu. Outside, George hands it from downtown. George has got 27 points.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Jokic with a screen on Levine. Back to Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Jokic so clever at taking advantage in that pick and roll.
Outside, Levine. Monk outside. The 3 from George. And the Bulls another 3.
He's got it going here in the second, gaining momentum as this game continues to go.
Powell, the pass to Jokic, and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
And sometimes Jokic overwhelms you with his size and footwork inside, which in turn forces the foul.
For Indiana, they have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11. And Jokic drops them both.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Monk dishes to Okongwu. The 3 from George. Trains the three-pointer. George has got 33 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
The kick out to Porter. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists tonight.
Elite from the corner. Porter Jr. shoots a much better percentage from this spot.
The shot by Monk is no good. And so it's Chicago with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And the three-point shot has been big for them. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Hey folks, welcome to the Halftime Show. A lead right now in this one for the Chicago Bulls.
They've been playing very unselfish. I'm telling you, these guys are feeding off the ball movement, and as a basketball fan, it's wonderful to watch, Shaq.
Yeah, no Tyler Ball from them. That's why they're getting the good looks. Get it, Tyler Hero?
Tyler Ball, Hero Ball.
I knew you would understand, Ernie.
And changing it up, my favorite segment, social media posts. Here's an interesting one from No Foolin' Julian. What's another sport you think you could have gone pro in?
Football, I would have been a tight end. Maybe block some field goals. Do whatever it takes.
I think I could have did soccer, Ernie. Dribbling's dribbling, right?
I guess some people might say that yet, but either way, I'd pay good money to see both of you in those endeavors. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Green is out there with Jokic. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Powell. And it's SGA in at the 1 spot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Jokic with it, Klingon defending. And stolen by Okongwu. And George kicks to Hart. Pass to Okongwu. From deep, George. They grab their own miss. And good that time. And the Bulls lead by 8.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Levine finds Hart. Now Okongwu. Outside, George. No good with the triple.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Levine against Jokic. Pass to Klingon. Powell with the steal. And here's Jokic. Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
And if you were to assemble a first-team all-second rounders, Jokic would be a shoo-in.
This will be his 5th trip to the free throw line. Free throw, good. Jokic. Good on the second free throw. And he makes all 3. 90 seconds now into the second half. Hart outside. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. George, that's a 2-pointer, and he knocks down the jumper. George has got 35 in the game.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Powell finds Porter. Outside, Green. Jokic high post. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. Back to Jokic. Off target from 3-point range. Chicago leading by 7. Here's Okongwu. Draymond Green with the rebound. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Inside. And Green slams it in.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. While we've got a moment here, let's now see who the league's top scorers are. Number 5 is Zach LaVine.
And his contribution to his team offensively cannot be understated. He is always leading the way for them with his ability to put up points.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Hart kicks to Okongwu. From deep, George. And the Bulls with another miss.
The way he started this game, you wondered if he'd ever cool down, and the answer is yes.
And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Green. The Bulls have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Outside, George lets the 3 fly. The 3-pointer is right on target. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
Prolific from deep in the first half. He's trying to continue that.
Hart against SGA. Goes up from the top of the key. Again, Indiana.
The classic combo guard. Gilgeous-Alexander is effective in the 2-man game, especially on that first option, taking it himself.
Jokic with the steal. SGA against Hart. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. They kick it out to Green. That 3 off the mark. Chicago leading by 4. Pass to Levine. Right block shot. It's rebounded by Indiana. Porter's got his 6th rebound on the night. Green with a screen on Levine. Here's SGA. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot. The Pacers are all about winning. And Coach Rick Carlisle said, our young players are having to earn their way. They're not being given anything. It's the only way to do things, in my opinion. If you want to build championship habits, you got to do it on a merit-based, accountability type of basis. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Hard against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, George. Over Porter. And again, Chicago. No good. Indiana's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here comes Shea. Outside, Green. For the lead, Okongwu grabs the board.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Levine. He's got 5. SGA with the ball. Outside, Porter. And they call an illegal screen here.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. His last 10 games have been exceptional, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And it's his lightning-quick hands that have put him in the top 3 in steals. Also his tremendous anticipation. He's constantly all over the basketball. Malik Monk, he's checked in for Josh Hart. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And here is Monk. 9 points in the game so far. They need this one. And the layup by George. George has got 40 points.
Sweet touch inside the paint. George is so comfortable at that range.
Pass to Green. Jokic sets the screen for Green. And it's all evened up. Green's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Here's Okongwu. The 3 from George. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Paul George really making a difference here.
They have to come up with a new wrinkle defensively because he is killing them from deep.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Indiana. George against Porter. Jokic a screen. Shot clock at 6. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
The Bulls leading by 3. Here's Monk. He's got 9. The 3 from George. And the Bulls another 3.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Green with a screen for Porter. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Bulls have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Okongwu, the pass to Monk. Now, here's Okongwu. Nothing on the board. Pass to George. No good on the 3. Pacers trail by 6. Here's Caldwell Pope. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic has got his 4th assist in this one.
And part of an overall effort for Kentavious going for higher percentage shots. That time working inside.
Now, here's Okongwu. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Jokic finds Green. Misses the 3. Chicago leading by 4. Here's the 3. George, no good. Gilgeous-Alexander against Monk. Now, SGA. He's averaging almost 31 points a game right now, an extraordinary figure for any player to post.
And using the defender's aggression against him, Gilgeous-Alexander with a savvy move.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bulls?
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And you can't ignore their passing. All game long, they've done a great job of just delivering the ball in rhythm right where it needs to be.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Jackson, he's checked in for Donovan Clingan. Buzelis comes in for Okongwu. And Hart subbed in for Zach LaVine. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
George passes to Hart. Back to George. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Pacers. On Monday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Denver Nuggets.
And for that game against Chicago,
That's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Jokic, and Middleton subbed in for Draymond Green. Now, here's Nurkic. Scoreless thus far. Here's SGA. And such a nice move to make the basket work.
And the move and the basket, SGA has the defense shook.
Pass to Buzelis. Outside, George. Hart gets to Monk. Buzelis with the ball. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And now here's Nurkic. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Gilgeous-Alexander against Hart. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Nurkic, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Isaiah Jackson.
End of the day, you just want to be a solid rotational player. Nurkic's size is intimidating on both ends of the floor.
And Indiana making a change here. Porter's checked in. Here's Buzelis, defended by Middleton. Now Buzelis. Chicago needs to get a shot off. And again, Chicago, no good. Indiana trailing here. Left side, Porter. over Buzelis. Porter, no luck. Jokic against Hart. There's 37 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Buzelis. Outside, George. Now here's Jackson, defended by Middleton. They get it again. Outside for George. On the wing, Jackson. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Trying to get something going. And it's George missing. And here's Porter for the lead. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's Chicago. They're up by 1. Live from Cambridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So for Chicago right now, they've got Hart. Buzelis out there with Levine. And there's Jackson, and it's Monk in at the 2. Now here's Jackson. It counts, and the foul. That one on Caldwell Pope.
Well, Levine's game is defined by energy and aggression. He doesn't back down from any defender.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
And you talk about the impressive resume of Zach LaVine. Multiple All-Star appearances, multiple dunk contest victories. This is a very talented wing player.
Porter finds Powell. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Hart. Here's Buzelis. And he converts the layup. And the Bulls lead by 6.
With his soft touch around the rim, Buzelis should score a lot of points in the paint over his career.
Pass to Levine. Now Hart. On the wing, Levine, guarded by Porter. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And now it's an 8-point Chicago lead.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Now, here's Jokic. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Monk for 3. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. Can't capitalize inside. And here are the Pacers now. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Jokic against Jackson, and a wide open look for Porter. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Chicago leading by 8. Powell with the steal. Jokic passes to Porter. Now here's Powell. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. That's another rebound. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
Kick out to Levine. Hart the pass to Levine. Jackson a screen on Caldwell Pope. Here's Levine and the jam by Levine.
Explosive drive from Levine. It's tough to stop him when he's rolling downhill like that.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Now, here's Porter. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's his first foul. Jokic against Jackson. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Pass to Buzelis. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
It doesn't take much to get Buzelis up to the rim. He just pops off the floor and is right there.
Porter looking it over. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic has got 5 assists tonight.
And in getting that 3 to go, he snaps an 11-0 run by Chicago.
Now here's Jackson. Monk outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. To the paint, and stolen by Hart. Monk with the ball, now guarded by Middleton. Levine wide open, and the 3 ball is good. Levine's got the lead up to 12 now for Chicago.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Powell, no one around him, and again it's the Pacers from deep.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Buzelis. Here's Monk. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And it seems, Richard, sometimes the best player on a team isn't necessarily their leader. You've been on a lot of teams, a lot of great players. Do you agree?
Well, at the very least, you need your best player to be the tone setter. They don't have to be very vocal, but their work ethic and their accountability has to be the highest. Even in college, you can see that Monk had the ability to take over a game with his scoring, and we've seen those skills translate into the pro game.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Powell for 3. With that miss, he is now 4 for 7 from the field. Pass to Okongwu. Monk outside. Here's George. Powell pulls it in.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Draymond Green. Pass to Buzelis. Outside, Levine. Okongwu with the screen for Levine. Here's Buzelis. No good on the triple.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
George with the steal. In the corner, it's Buzelis. Nailed from three-point land. And the Bulls lead by 13.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Green kicks to Powell. SGA against Monk. Down to 5 on the shot clock. SGA passes to Caldwell Pope. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
Outside, George. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
I mean, no comment, but this is just unreal.
Pacers trail by 16. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Off target with his 3. Chicago has gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Outside, George. Pass to Monk. Levine for three. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Green's got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Powell for three. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Powell's got 6 here in this quarter.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Okongwu, the pass to Levine. Outside, George. Powell against Levine. Here's Okongwu. Green with the block.
More of a positional defender. That time, Green sends it back.
Here's SGA. Caldwell Pope outside. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Jokic, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Donovan Clingan, he's checked in for Chicago. Powell for three. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Count that one. Levine's got 12 points in just the second half.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Powell, the pass to Jokic. Jokic gets it done right in front, in close.
Capable of being a very potent scorer, Jokic certainly has looked focused so far in this one.
Outside, Levine. George against SGA.
The defense was a little too overeager there, and George gets them to bite on the pump fake.
They throw good, Paul George.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead. And right now, at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
Jokic with a screen on George. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Chicago leading by 12. George with the ball. Now defended by Jokic. Powell with the steal. Shoots it up. Okongwu pulls it down. Chicago has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. And that one falls for Okongwu.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
And so it's SGA with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. And George gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Gilgeous-Alexander against George. Clock at 6. From 17 feet away.
Nice pressure on the shot. PG, one of the best wing defenders in the game.
Clingan with it. Off the glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now here's Green. Now Jokic raises up. Clingan with the block.
And with every swat, Clingan is earning a reputation as a shot blocker.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Timeout called the Pacers. They're down by 18. And now it's time for our presentation of the player of the game, Paul George.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He's been their pulse tonight, the player who's guided them to the win, and it's a win they needed coming off a loss in their last one. And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics last season selling for over $6 billion.
Man, those are some deep pockets. And don't forget the Lakers going for in excess of $10 billion. As those well-heeled individuals continue to pay these incredible prices, the pressure to unlock new league revenue streams, listen, it's only going to increase.
Now here's Middleton. Nurkic setting the pick for Middleton. 6 on the shot clock. Tries it from 19. Not that time. It won't go. And it's the Bulls with the ball. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
Don't wait for me. If you see it, just jump. That's what's up. Oh, yeah. Let's go, monkey. Yes, sir.
They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
He is totally in the zone, showing his incredible focus when it comes to attacking the glass.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Let's send it over to Allie LaForce. She's standing by with our player of the game.
Paul, what a great team effort defensively. What were the points of emphasis?
You know, we do a great job of helping one another and being in gaps. And, you know, if we're going to get beat, it's going to have to be, you know, beaten by contested shots and the ball being swung. You know, so that's what we have to do. We have to sit down, guard guys, and, you know, make them play on the offensive end as a team.
Defense certainly has to be a full team effort, and it paid off tonight. Thanks, Paul.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that'll wrap it up, folks. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Paul George.